Plastic pink flamingos are popping up in local neighborhoods with the message, "You've been flocked."
But what does it mean exactly? Well, we were curious, so we sent Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos to find out.
Okay, this isn't your typical lawn decor.
Don't be alarmed.
High school seniors Harrison Licata and Colby Triplett are flocking it up. Wait, what?
We basically just put flamingos, plastic flamingos, in people's yards. It kind of seems like weird.
Since January, the teens have been at it every day. They go to different houses in the Helotes and Bernie area. They place these pink flamingos in someone's front yard without the homeowner knowing. This sign will be up front and center.
Have you been flocked?
Well, they are raising money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Colby is doing it in honor of his grandfather.
Trying to put energy into his memory, I guess. Best way to think about him, best way to represent him.
Harrison is championing for family friend George Decker.
And so I just figured it would be a good way to just say thank you to him and his family.
The father died in September from ALL leukemia, which is rare in adults. George left behind a son and high school sweetheart Laura.
And we miss George every second of the day, but it's like he's here through everybody else.
George was a pharmacist and gave so much to his community, a community that has now given the Decker family strength.
And they have protected us and they have taken us in.
Laura says Harrison and Colby are carrying George's spirit.
They are going to change the world.
And they are doing it one flamingo at a time.
Something little could really make a difference.
Henry Ramos, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
Well, if you wake up to those flamingos in your front yard, you're asked to donate to the nonprofit.
You can even nominate someone else to get flocked. And so far, the teens say they've reached about 120 houses.
Campaign runs through March.
And Bill, you know a lot about this.
Yes.
Yeah, one of those 120
Yes.
was the Taylor compound.
Did we just see your
Yeah,
house?
you saw it
Yeah.
on one of those glimpses. Yeah, I'll
Right.
tell you what, it was really funny. It was a Sunday morning. We're like, what happened? And that was a really great gesture because
Yeah.
then we pass it on.
Sure,
Yeah.
of course.
We donate to
Spread the
Leukemia
love.
Lymphoma
Yeah.
Society and spread the love and awareness.
It's a great
So,
cause.
Yeah, we miss you, George.